Today I'm going to talk a little bit about Kaku, the burning physicist. Basically, he comes up with a lot of predictions for the future, and some of them seem kind of out there. And he says things like that sociologists can't understand the future. They don't make very good predictions, and really the future is difficult to predict for anyone. Eventually machines will predict it for us, and hopefully we don't get enslaved by them. But anyway, the scientists know that these dark things are going to happen before they happen. A lot of them, they're a little more realistic and not burning on the floor. And how I know that he's burning on the floor is, well, first off, he says they don't understand. The general public couldn't understand, even though they see their interest. He says basically he believes in democracy, but he's not unwilling to do the bedroom operation to keep it alive, which is basically going against democracy. And like I said, while you can't teach a baboon calculus, it can still see its own interest. And the calculus has nothing to do with a lot of things in life. Even if you can do calculus, that doesn't mean that you're brilliant at everything. In fact, it's hard for some people like Kaku to understand the general public because they're so far above it and removed. People like Charles Manson are so dangerous because their IQs are close enough to average that they really have an understanding for the common man. They can exploit them because they're smart enough to get a little bit above, and that's what makes them such dangerous criminals, because a lot of people who are smarter don't fully understand the general public, especially when they're removed from it. But anyway, a human cannot perceive how something came from nothing. Even people who teach theoretical physicists, or even people who are theoretical physicists, say that nothing is unstable, even though they say quantum mechanics justifies it. Something exists before. The only way that I could ever think of how something came from nothing is that one day a blind, deaf infant drew a circle, and then the circle existed forever. That's how I get something from nothing. If you can find anything clearer than that, I would like to hear. Again, I'm not trying to spend all my day whining. I'm just kind of triggered by things, and I like to think about them, and I like to hear about what other people think. So if you have a comment, leave it below.